Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey.
And I'm Jacob.
And today we are back with Wonder Woman by Tom King. Today we have the start of a brand new story arc, or rather, I guess a prelude to a story arc. This is the Island of Mice and Men, a prelude. First off, some lovely art by an artist named Caitlin Yarsky. I really love the art in this issue. It's just really nice. Not much more to say than that.
Totally fits really nicely with what Daniel Sampere has been doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. It does. While also not copying Sampere.
Yes.
I like especially the way that Yarsky draws Diana. I really love her facial expressions for Diana. Just really good stuff. There's nothing really to complain about there. I love the art here. But we have a flashback issue here.
Yeah, well, flashback issue and story arc, and because it's a flashback and because of final panel, I feel like we're being a little strung along a little bit. I'm like,
I disagree about the final panel point. But okay, let's talk about it now. The Sovereign appears in the final panel of this issue. And I really don't think that actually has anything to do with the rest of the arc. I think that's just meant to imply how much the Sovereign has been part of Diana's life for how long. Like, I think that's what it's going for.
Maybe?
Because we actually dealt with the Sovereign in the last big arc, and like I don't feel like King would continue to have him in the present day stuff, unless it was in an extremely limited capacity. I think this is just to say like, oh no, he had a hand in this, and once again, just trying to like seed the Sovereign all throughout DC history, and I guess DC Comics American history, as he should be. You know, if what Tom King is implying is meant with the character is meant to be taken at face value, but. What I do really love about this issue is I love our Steve Trevor stuff here. This is implied to be the first day after Diana and Steve first got together, as it were. And I kind of like the way that King writes the awkwardness between our characters here.
It's cute. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Could have used a little more, honestly, from Diana's perspective over Steve's, but it's cute. It's good. Story gets the right kind of ridiculous with giant mice attacking the U.S. Capitol.
I love the big double page splash of just all the giant mice all over here. It's so much fun. I love a lot of the colors here. The colors are done by who are the colors done by?
Alex Guimarães.
Oh, that's right. I was looking at the wrong part of the credits.
Were you looking at like the
I was looking at the bottom right credits with the cover artists and all that, and I forgot to look in the top left, and that's on me. I do like the don't shoot the mice moment between them. I like that there's just this understanding between these characters. Like,
yeah, it's King seems to okay. So King, I think I'd like to read this as King playing up Diana's compassion as parallel to the stuff he made her do at the end of the Sovereign arc,
which is very very likely. I mean, honestly, because we've been said back with the last arc, like there's Diana's sort of reflecting on her actions towards the Sovereign, and I would like to think that King is doing more with that going forward. I'm not quite sure, but you know, if nothing else, like I think there is a very clear contrast being written here between Diana in the past and Diana as we've been reading her in the present. But yeah, I do like the don't shoot the mouse moment. I really like that. I like that Steve listens. I like that there's just this understanding between the two of them, and the fact that like she just says thank you for not shooting the mouse. Like, it just so many people just would. But of course, we also have Mouse Man. And look, I love this. I love the line that he comes in on. This is my favorite little scene here. He goes, "Excuse me, Mr. Senator, sir. I don't mean to bother you, but I'm more lost than I'd like to be. Can you tell me where the main floor is, where they vote on the bills and things, I mean?" And he points to there, and Mouse Man goes, "That's awesome. Thank you." Riding on a giant mouse, of course. There's something so fucking funny about that to me. And of course, I love how simple the ending of the issue is too. Like, Steve and Diana fight their way through these mice to like find Mouse Man, and it's this. Oh, I also love the Diana talking to a mouse scene. I think that's adorable. It's some gorgeous like Silver Age bullshit that I just think is really fun.
Well, also it's also trying to do like the Diana's compassionate thing.
Yeah. But also, she's squeaking to a mouse, and it's adorable, and I love it.
Yes. Yeah, this like the mice are controlled by a mouse man in costume, we have images of mice running over specific like U.S. monuments and American like capital iconography. I think King's a little muddled in having this zany Silver Age villain while also trying to do some sort of commentary that's just muddled into something.
I do think that this imagery can kind of get a bit more twisted once King starts writing the present day stuff. Specifically, you're saying like the imagery of like the mice like trampling all over like U.S. monuments and all that. I think that could be something that King taps into a lot more. And I think it's, because this is a flashback, King is trying to do a lot more of it's meant to be silly, because, comics, the past of comics is always silly, obviously, but that's, that's not the case, of course. But it's meant to be seen, I think, as a simpler time. And I think the return of this character, or the mouse, as it were, could be
literally literally Mouse Man is.
Yeah. Although I do like his line, "I am the mouse and this is my house." Because we also had this tease at the end of the Sovereign arc, though, where we saw Mouse Man's like army, it seems, and weren't they around the Amazon that gave birth to the Sovereign's kid?
I think so.
I think that's where they were, if I remember correctly. So I'm imagining it'll have something to do with that going forward. So we always knew, of course, that Mouseman had like connections to the Sovereign. But yeah, I really don't think we'll see the Sovereign much going forward in this particular arc. I think this will be about Mouseman and about him following the Sovereign's orders. But I guess we'll see, of course. I do like our little Steve and Diana scene that ends off the issue, them going out for coffee. And I love, once again, I have to praise the colors on this. I love the lighting that ends out the Steve and Diana scene before we get our little tease with the Sovereign at the end. But I suppose that's the issue then at that point. Honestly, I like it. It's fun. I could see it becoming much bigger and much more complicated going forward. But it's meant to be a simple issue, and I'll take a simple issue. That's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, nothing really. I don't think there's anything really to complain about in it, but it is what it is. All right, I guess that about does it. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out other Fresh Face One Shots we do. We cover Superman by Joshua Williamson. Obviously, we cover Wonder Woman by Tom King, but we also recently started covering Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman by Tom King, the spinoff of this series. Our video on the first issue is out. You can check that out. We're also covering Batman: The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, The End of the Long Halloween Saga, as well as The Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone. Also check out the main podcast, Fresh Face Comics. We recently put an episode on the DC Comics event Final Crisis, and we will in the near future have an episode coming up on Batman Battle for the Cowl. We are also counting down to... what's up?
Did you mention the Pride special?
Oh yeah, sorry, Pride special. Yesterday, as of this coming out, we just put our video on the DC Pride special of 2025. We had our dear friend Liliana on with us for that. So yeah, check that out as well. Sorry, thanks for reminding me of that.
I was like, wait, we're forgetting. My brain was like, wait, we're forgetting something. Oh right. Yeah. It's June.
It's June. Support the gays. Back on the main podcast. We're also counting down to episode 100, and that's just all kinds of exciting. I'm so excited for that. So if you have to look out for all that when that comes out. Also check out our socials. Our link trees will be in the description below. You can follow us wherever and follow us. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Blood Note Studios. Any support means the world to us. Be sure to check out our Patreon, Blood Note Studios. All the support over there means the world to us as well. So thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan
and Jacob Licklider.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.